Welcome to Catch It, a new perception. My name is Ketuk. If it's your first time listening, I encourage you to go back and listen to the other episodes. This is now the ending of Season 2. Happy Father's Day for all of you that have been a father figure to anyone. And the summer solstice is about to be upon us, hence ending Season 2, or possibly beginning Season 3. I've considered not continuing the podcast at this point. I have maybe a couple dozen listeners on a regular basis that listen each week. I have many people who have tuned in for a moment and tune out very quickly. If you are like me, you know what it's like to personalize such things, to get frustrated by it, to hear something negative or discouraging and want to step back away from it because it's easier than spending my time, my money, my effort to continue because I feel defeated in some ways. Be easier just to walk away and not do it. Or would it? Maybe this is my whole point to the podcast, is even though it's difficult, even though I feel like people don't tune in, most people that hear it don't appreciate it, they don't want it or need it in their life, and I continue to do it for a number of reasons. To be consistent is important. To be able to give of my own resources, my time, my energy, my money, everything that I put into it, and receive virtually nothing in return. Is it worth it continuing? At times I feel like it's not. At times I feel like I don't want to. And if it helps one or two people, one or 2 dozen, or if I continue in the future, it helps 1 or 200, or all of a sudden it catches on and it's 1 or 2,000, or 1, 2, 3, 4 million people, because I didn't quit. I didn't give up. I didn't get discouraged to the point where I stopped taking action. The action is the podcast itself, each and every episode. As I do this, I'm taking action towards something with no reward, with no benefit to me. Time, effort, money, my own, put into it. So what is it that I'll get out of it? I don't know. How will it come back to me? I don't know. Will it benefit the next 7 generations? Consciously? I don't know. Will it benefit the last 7 generations? It won't hurt them. That I know. Anything I'm doing is not destructive to the last 7 generations, and it may benefit the next 7 generations. And it's possible that the 7 generations that walk the earth right now may be benefited from it. How are we walking forward? How are we taking action? How is it that I am being a good relative today? How is it that I carry a good heart every day, even when I'm frustrated? I speak in a positive manner as if today's going to be the best day ever, and I don't feel it inside. I've been defeated the last couple days, and it's been tough. And I choose that today may be the best day I've ever lived, so I may as well tell myself it's the best day ever. Today's going to be great. And at the end of the day, it's pretty good. Better than the day started. What is it that you're going to get out of these podcasts? How much action are you going to take to change your life? Is it just going to be lip service, the way it was once when you were talked to as a child? Or possibly the way that you talk to one of your children or grandchildren? The way that you spoke to an elder, just shallow words? You just said what you thought they wanted to hear? Or is there action in your life today? Are you willing to do what you don't want to do? Willingness. Are you willing to do what you don't want to do? Are you willing to follow through? Are you willing to go to work when you don't want to? And go be a benefit to those people at work? Rather than walk in with disdain saying, I don't want to be here. It's nice outside. Sun's shining today. I'd rather be doing something else. And you don't have anything else in the world that you would benefit from more, and you don't know it. How is it that you're going to move? How is it that you're going to see things? How is it that you're going to benefit from this day forward? So it is possible for us to be doing things with a smile, with great energy, love, dignity, and respect that we don't want to do. Your perception may or may not have changed up to this point. Your action may or may not have changed up to this point. The approach that you take, I don't know if it's changed. Do you? The terminology you use, the verbiage you use, has it changed, or is it the same as it's always been? Do you like to use foul language just for effect? Do you do it to get your point across? Do you do it subconsciously and you're unaware of the terminology you're using? Do you use foul language out of disdain? Or do you realize you don't use it anymore? You're getting to know your higher self, and there's no purpose to it. You wouldn't do it when you're in a church, when you're around a priest, a rabbi, in a synagogue, a temple, a sacred fire, a ceremony. You wouldn't use that foul language, and then when you're out in public, you say, well, I can't help it. And you can help it when you're in other places. How much has it changed? How much have you changed? Have you not changed? Do you not care to change? Do you still not know how to change? Take a different action today. Open the door that's right next to you that you didn't know was there. Walk through it. Have faith. Maybe a good way to start next season, because chances are I will put out another episode. I may speak of faith and what it means, how it works in my life. I can only speak of my own experience. I can only speak of the heart that I carry and the heart that I once carried that was different. I can only speak of being a good relative because I have not always been a good relative. I do not say that with shame today. I do not say that with disgust. I say it because it's fact. And I'm proudly different than that. Not that I was something less than when I did not carry a good heart or I was not a good relative. Because I did the best I could with the tools that I had, the experiences that I had, the way that I was treated, the way that I treated myself, the way that I treated others. I did the best I could. And what I found is that when I know better, I do better. Now, some of these things may not appeal to you. They may not appeal to your senses. You may not be ready for it. You might not want to hear it. And then you come back and listen to another episode and you don't want to hear it. And you know you need to. And then you'll hear another episode and you'll want to hear it. Because you've known the whole time that you need to. Walking forward with a good heart, a good relative. My name is Ketuk. It is Gaelic. Many part of my ancestry I do not know much of. I will learn more of the tribal ways of the Celtic Gaelic people. And I will walk into it with a good heart. I will listen to those that came before me, the elders that have more experience and different experience than I do. The ones that carry a good heart today, the ones that do their best to be a good relative. Whether that's in my immediate family or the Tioshbai that I have found. I will listen to the ones that have come after me and the ones being born today. And the knowledge that they come into this lifetime with and the love and the acceptance they have as children. The wonderment that they live with. I will learn from them today. I love the old Confucius saying, the wise man is not the one with all the answers. The wise man is the one with all the questions. So the wisest little girl you see today may be the one who continues to ask you questions. And maybe deep in her heart and soul, she already knows the answers and just wants to see how you'll react. Will you pay attention to her? Can you see her? Can you love her for who she is? Flawed and all. Looking forward to next time. Live in harmony with and use the bounty of the land to bring kindness to the world. Enjoy the summer solstice. Tok Shawake.